somebody did do anything like that, marijuana more specifically, I wouldn't talk to them and I'd cut them out of my friend ecosystem. So I mean, I was a pretty judgmental, you know, I'm better than thou energy type guy up until about 40. But I was dating a woman, wonderful woman, and we were trying to make it work. And, you know, I was 40, she was 30. We probably weren't love at first sight type relationship, but when you get older, you start to look for different qualities, and you have to kind of open up your range of what you're willing to you know, date. And so she did that for me, and I did that for her. And one weekend, she tells me she's a psychologist, slightly hippie energy, but you know, it wasn't too bad. She came from a very business family. And she says, I'm going to Fort Lauderdale to do work with patients this weekend. I'll see you on Monday. And I said, well, why don't you just come back? It's 30 minutes away on the night. Oh, because we work at night. I go, what are you talking about? You work at night. Juan, you're not going to understand. We work at night. We give this plant called ayahuasca to these patients and it improves their condition. They solve childhood traumas. They get rid of PTSD. They get rid of addiction. And then there's other people who just do it for higher consciousness. And of course, I broke up with her that moment. And so she calls me a week later and says, look, the shaman, you know what that is? And she explained, he's going to let you come and observe. And I went and observed one night and I saw 5 or 6 miracles of the 12 or 13 people present were either they were actors and they were going to cut my organs out if they ever got me to do it, or I actually saw people download the wisdom and knowledge of 500 years in one night. And so I thought, I need to trust this woman. I'm falling in love with her. She's a good person. The best things in life come through trust. I've always trusted God. And if God brought her to my life, I need to go and do this thing, even though it goes against everything that my stories and my parents and society told me about plants and substance. And man, it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. Transformational.
It is underrated technology to say the least, and I'm not sure why it has been kept away from us for that long. Maybe it's the Western civs war on drugs, you know,